we need to talk about this ending. This ending
It's fantastic.
Is all over. It's a freaking mess. That's what it is.
Are we talking? Wait. When we say the ending, are we talking about the scene with Marion again, or are we talking about like the scene with Archimedes?
Go back in time.
From when Indy got shot onward is a mess.
Okay, can I ask a question? Like, show of virtual hands. Who thought Indy was about to die when he got shot?
He should have died.
I
He
did.
should have died.
Then we ceased to have an Indiana Jones movie, DL. Indy is dead. Roll credits. Dun, 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 dun.
But like, oh my god.
We wouldn't get Indiana Jones 8 in the future.
Indiana Jones 8.
8.
I don't know. Ask Lucasfilm. They probably have a plan for 8.
No, leave
What?
me alone, damn it.
It's Indiana Shaw because Helena takes over.
They have said.
No,
and
it's more like Florida Shaw.
Florida Shaw.
I actually was thinking of other names for Indiana Jones. Like I came up with like the Dakota brothers, like
Oh my god.
anyway, they have said this is the end of the Indiana Jones universe. There's no reboot, no sequel with Helena,
God.
none of that.
Thank God.
Done. This is the end.
Please be done.
We're not having an indie cinematic universe, guys. Indiana Jones.
I don't want
no
Indiana
Indiana Jones
Jones.
cinematic universe. No. God.
Like at this point, because it feels like at this point, DL is replicating that scene from Crusade with Lucasfilm. I can do it, DL. We can make another one. It'll be good. Lucasfilm, let it go.
Let it go.
it go.
Exactly.
Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
I was wondering if you're gonna go into it. I was wondering.
Elsa said that too.
Yeah.
And she's better than Helena.
Yeah.
Oh
she
my!
is,
Wow.
by far.
Good for Drew McIntyre.
Okay,
Drew
hold on.
McIntyre.
We're not going to a tirade wrestling. Y'all need to stop with the tirades. Stop with the tirades.
Drew McIntyre.
No.
for
Aaron, we can
McIntyre.
talk about it. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Talk about it later.
Let DL wrap
No,
this
he's been
puppy up.
cast. He's been cast in a movie. He's been cast in a
Okay,
movie.
Well,
what's
we
been
can talk about
casted?
that.
What's been casted? What's been casted?
Oh,
Ash, the Killer's Game with Batista and Ice Cube, with Ben
What?
Kingsley in it. Yeah, that's why he's not appearing on Wall next week. He's filming it. If it goes planned, if there's no strike, of course.
there's gonna be a
Right.
strike. But
All right.
DL,
Anyway, that ending from when Indy got shot onward was a mess, complete mess. First of all, Indy got shot, and he doesn't bleed out and die.
No, he
Okay.
doesn't.
because he's 80.
He would die quicker. Said he's 80.
80-year-old
got
blood
shot-
doesn't. 80-year-old blood doesn't drip down the body that as fast as younger blood.
It was the Holy Grail. It gave him eternal blood.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No blood.
so yeah, that.
That
So, but,
honestly
like,
would have been a nice little cheat code, though, if that's like the only reason why he survived. That would
it was
actually
the
be
Holy
hilarious.
Grail.
He survived because of the Holy Grail.
Like,
Yeah.
wow. But okay, so the whole thing with the dial, we haven't really talked about the dial itself. I'm underwhelmed. I'm very underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed?
Yeah, it looks cool. I like the design of the dial. I like that it's two different pieces and they put it together and it has a different bunch of mechanics going on. I do think it's really cool. I might consider buying a replica of that. Maybe if they make it. But
I'd probably get it.
but as far as the execution of this dial, I'm like, what? So they have to get a plane and they have to go up into the clouds, and then the clouds open a portal, so it will time travel them into the portal of the clouds.
Do I have to do my okay tangent like I did for Temple of Doom?
Yes,
If
go
you
ahead.
can please explain to me how the portal, the dial makes a portal in the clouds.
It's magic.
Okay.
Yeah, magic.
Okay,
I
we
believe
got the
it's
dial
magic.
back. Okay,
Wait a
what are we
minute.
doing?
believe
We
it's
want to go back in
magic.
time. Stop Hitler.
You know,
Wait, no, we don't want to stop. We want to kill Hitler.
if we create a dial, does it need magic so what DL is basically explaining? Don't you need kind of magic to infuse into the dial? So is Archimedes a magical human being? Did he have
That's
powers?
that's why I'm saying, though, Aaron, like that the dial represents that last bit of mysticism left from the quote unquote old world before we enter this new age of science and machines. That's what the dial represents. At least to me, that's what it represents. But the fact that it isn't a time machine. It is a one-way beacon.
It was Archimedes made for the future.
Archimedes didn't make it to be a time machine. He made it to send someone to help stop the Romans.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it any more clear.
He had one destination in mind. It wasn't one destination.
It's a one-way beacon. It can't go anywhere else. It's supposed to bring you back to that specific point in time, and that's it.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't make it any more clear how it works. It does not make sense.
There is probably some science based on they did try to do, at least I'm not sure. So they try to do the Ghostbusters Afterlife thing where it's like every few decades this thing happens and that's the time to do it. But unlike Ghostbusters, I'll agree with you. It's like Lucas logic. It's George Lucas logic, basically. Just simple so that the way hold on. Darkness said simple so that way the person with the dial can be able to come back into the location a lot quicker.
I'm like that just did
DL to be again though, like with these artifacts from all of these movies.
Yeah, these artifacts kind of like
don't make sense.
Break the laws of
They
logic
don't.
and science.
They break the logics of
They're not
time,
supposed
space,
to make super sense.
Physics, like everything. Like
okay.
It's a movie, so it's all about suspending your disbelief.
I understand that they break the rules of physics, but like I was just befuddled at what I was watching.
DL, I'll say this:
an alien came to life.
Ruby,
let's go back to the interdimensional beings.
Ruby, hold on. I don't understand how you don't think the next jump in logic for an Indiana Jones movie after Aliens is not time travel.
The idea itself, I don't have a problem with. The way it's executed doesn't make sense to me.
Honestly, I just thought of this. This would have been kind of a cool concept, but of course they probably wouldn't have done this.
But
like when you go back in time, there have to be some laws and rules in place. But like let's say they did go back to Germany.
How can a guy from 2,000 years ago with not advanced technology and science be able to make something like that where 2,000 years later nobody else could do it?
Archimedes was a man of many mysteries and wonders.
No, I think it was more than a man. I think it had magic in him. Come on.
He was an interdimensional being himself, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
makes sense
I'm not saying aliens, but aliens.
He has to have magic. There has to be magic involved for the clouds to open, for a portal where the clouds open.
It was supposed to be like a temporal shift with like one of the things that Indy says when they're flying is that Archimedes and people of his time did not know about plate tectonics.
Vince, I can explain this easily. The Ark of the Covenant, if you don't know about religious history, you cannot drop the Ark of the Covenant or open it. It's against God's rule. All right? That's why you see some of those pictures back then. There's certain things you have to hold in the Ark of the Covenant. If you open it, there's a bunch of angels, the ghosts, but they're mostly angels, they will kill you. That's why you can't. That's the reason why. God
should have called the Ghostbusters.
But that's the reason why if you know about the Ark of the Covenant, you're not allowed to drop it or open it. God protects you, and he kills anybody that does it. That's the reason. There's a reason for that. It actually has to do with if you believe in religion or not. That's why.
So I'm gonna say this: the whole thing with Archimedes and the Romans and all that just felt so slapped together. I'm just like, at that point, I was tuned out of the movie. I really was. I was just like, I don't know what's happening. This is just a whole bunch of random shit happening. The Romans think that the planes are dragons. I just like, what? I
don't know.
my brain was melting at the seams. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I'm so lost. And then Indy meets Archimedes, and then he's holding a different version of the dial, and then they're holding the current version of the dial. And I'm like, doesn't this affect the timeline of them holding both of these different dials at the same time? My brain was hurting, and then what made it even worse was when Indy was like, I want to stay here. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No.
Again,
Regardless of how depressed Indy is about his life, he should be aware that if he stays in that timeline, he is going to negatively affect the future of civilization if he does that.
Well, I mean, that was addressed. That was addressed very casually. You were gonna mess up time. You say that like it's a bad thing.
They say at the end, right after when he wakes up on his couch.
I'm sorry, Indy would not say that.
Imagine
No,
going.
Helena said
Hey,
that.
there's gonna be these assholes called Nazis. You might want to like go ahead and forewarn the future generations about them. That way, World War II just doesn't happen.
I mean,
you're already messing
he
with
went
time
back in
because
time.
they saw the planes, they saw Nazis, they saw guns. They already messed with time. The future's already fucked up. So I'm like, I was just so mad at that point.
He went back in 2,000 years, right? Guess what was happening around that time? The Romans were taking over. That was around like the time of their gods, but just before the Jesus.
Yeah, they thought the plane was a dragon.
Yeah. I think it's 2,000 years. 2,000 years is when Jesus is born and all of that. Like they might be thinking he's a god or like or godlike figure because because he comes from the future and he dresses differently, or they might think he's a demon or some sort and kill him.
Yeah, this is like Star Trek Into Darkness when they were rescuing Spock from that volcano, but the natives were supposed to see the Enterprise, and now they worship the Enterprise as a god because they weren't supposed to interfere like that. It's the same shit here. God damn it! And then with just
breathe, DL, breathe.
Because I'm not done. I am not done.
Breathe,
what made it worse? What made it even worse? I'm gonna mute you. What made it worse was when Helena knocked him out, and then he wakes up back at the present day. I'm like, what the fuck? So Helena has the strength to knock him out cold so badly that he falls asleep with Helena lifting up his cold body, putting him on the airplane, adjust the dial so they can go back to present day, getting him to the hospital, getting him bandaged up, putting him back on his bed, and he was asleep throughout that entire thing.
I mean, him getting knocked out one punch by Helena kind of makes sense. She should be weak by the gunshot, so like he's tired. He's feeling weak. That kind of makes sense. The other stuff,
Actually,
makes
say the same thing.
Again, she knocked him out powerful enough for him to lift his body, put him on the plane, get the plane up, turn the dial, get back to the hospital, bandage him up, get him back to his apartment, put him on the bed, and then he wakes up.
But Teddy
you're acting as if what's it called? I'm just gonna call them knockout drugs. Knockout drugs didn't exist in 1969.
I'm gonna say it again. Knocked him out hard enough to lift his body up.
They
put him on the plane.
There was also the kid. There was also the kid.
Put him in his apartment and then put him on the bed and he wakes up.
There was also the kid there, and there was also
man.
The man who was on the plane.
The pilot.
They helped. The pilot. They helped. They could have helped get him into the plane with Helena. And on top of that, like I said before, like I can't remember what it's called. Not euthanization. That's the other one. But like it's shown throughout the film that Helena can fight. She can, land those haymakers. and like Aaron and Ruby
Doesn't
said, like
look convincing, but yeah, she could do it.
it. I'm just telling you that they did establish this, so it didn't come out of left field.
I know.
Unlike the actual Haymaker.
Gosh. And also, did you buy 80-year-old Harrison Ford knocking out guys earlier in the movie? Did you buy that?
I mean, you never know. Honestly, some of these boomers got some muscle in all that flab.
I will say in the.
I don't want to make Harrison Ford mad in real life. Do you?
No, not
No.
really.
That's
I
what I'm
also
saying.
will say when he woke up from that chair and he was shirtless, he still has abs and muscle. I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like Harrison can definitely take a hit, and he looks like he can give one, dude. He can dish one out.
Yeah.
Harrison is a tall dude. How tall is Harrison Ford?
He's 6'3", 6'4".
That's what I'm saying. Like he's WWE
Oh,
height.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
He's WWE height.
Yeah, I know.
He's athlete height for sure. Like most athletes, yeah.
Anyway. Oh Jesus.
He's too
Oh
tall.
no,
for the
I'm sorry.
Wolverine.
He's 6'1". I'm sorry, 6'1".
Well, either way, he's still over 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he's over 6.
He's WWE wrestler
tall.
height.
Yeah, yeah.
He's taller. No, he's taller than me. To that.
He's
I
definitely
can't
taller
believe
than me.
I can't believe how tall Phoebe Waller-Bridge is.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a tall ass woman.
Yeah.
Is she taller? Is she who's taller? Her, Karen Gillian. Because Karen Gillian's pretty tall.
Oh yeah,
too.
Karen Gillan's tall too. Oh,
Like,
Karen Gillian is
Either way,
5'9", 5'10".
Either way, we will enjoy being picked up.
5'11".
Yes.
Oh, I see
5'11".
5'10".
Karen
Oh,
Gillan is
she's just tall to
5'11",
me.
and then Phoebe.
I'll tell you
Waller
one thing. I'm not embarrassed if I tell you the taller.
is
woman.
5'10".
I won't be embarrassed.
Wait, who were you talking about that was 5'11"?
Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Where is she? I know she's up here. God, I have to do this like speed run. Where are you? I got to. You know what? Forget it.
Yeah, just take my word. Karen Gillan is 5'11", and Phoebe is 5'10".
We'll take your word for it.
Heels does amazing things, but yeah, I'm sorry
Legs like that.
Yeah, that whole thing just felt so hodgepodged and rushed. I just did not like that. It was just so rushed together. That felt like a reshoot right there. Like they had to figure out some sort of ending. They got to wrap it up. You know, the movie's already too long, so let's just have Indy knocked out and he wakes up back home. I'm just like, what the heck? I don't understand that. Now they do slightly improve it when Marion comes back. I was happy that she came back, and she came back with groceries because he didn't have any groceries in the house or whatever. So that was nice. And then they do that callback from the first movie with where doesn't it hurt and stuff like that. That was cute with Harrison kissing her elbow and whatever. And then
That part made me cry. I like the absolute.
That is what made me cry.
The absolute bitch.
That is what made me cry.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very sweet. It was very, very sweet. It was very beautiful.
I heard. Where does it hurt? Where doesn't it hurt?
Where doesn't it hurt? Right there. Like
Oh,
so freaking nice. So freaking nice. And I mean, great that Sala came back at the very end. Wish you could have came along, buddy.
Ice cream always makes everything better, DL. So let me ask: did you go get ice cream afterward?
No, I would no.
Well, you didn't take Sala's advice then.
I don't know if ice cream would have helped with this situation, but
It did for me. Vanilla was great.
vanilla. Ugh.
We are not about to get into a debate about ice cream.
Okay,
We can, but just for another time.
Yes.
Another thing. Okay, the way they actually like the actual wrap up of the movie was also very jarring as well, because you literally have Sala, his grandkids, and Phoebe going to get ice cream. They walk away, and then they pan up to outside of Indy's window, and then his hat is there. And then you have the weird black circle thing coming around the hat, and then he grabs it, and then blackout, and then the score starts. I'm like, what the heck was that? no, and this is where you can tell Spielberg didn't direct this, because Spielberg, when he closes out an Indiana Jones film, it's a lot more. It has a lot more detail with that. You would, if you're gonna have people like walk away from the camera, whatever, like you would have the credits start then, and then the score starts with that as well. But no, you abruptly just have that weird Looney Tunes around the hat, and then you hear the Indiana Jones theme, and then you see the credits. I'm like,
I liked the hat grab at the end.
that was stupid.
It was great.
I
I
hated
liked it.
The
I
hat
did
stays
not.
on during sex.
That was,
Yes.
Now, correct that whip.
children. I am talking to children.
Correct that whip.
No,
I
it's
did
more.
I didn't like that. I did not.
It's more
like
the
that.
other way. It's myriad.
The safe word is
it's-
word is arc.
It's myriad.
I liked it because, like, if this is supposed to be the last adventure that we see Indiana
Yes.
Jones on, that, like, I wouldn't want to see, like, if it shows, like, the typical credits roll, fine. But since this is, like, you know, it's the last time we're going to be seeing him, so, like, making it, like, if you made it, like, even a little bit different, kind of change it up a little bit, then, like, yeah, that's fine. Like, you do, like, the faded close in on the hat, and then he grabs it, and then it fades to black. And then after that, when credits roll, it's just the Indiana Jones theme. It's
Okay.
like this is almost what I mean when I say that, like, this is basically as best as we're gonna get to in Indiana Jones 5, especially with this ending, if this is how they were gonna do it. Because that ending was actually really good.
That one moment was good. That overall ending was not. Like, literally, I'm literally looking, like, I know this is like, I know the casuals that are possibly watching this are like, why am I complaining about end credits? I like the attention to detail, because I looked at that, I'm like, Spielberg would have just done it a whole lot better.
Oh
He would've-
my god! Don't
Once
tell me you were
again-
doing that the entire time you were watching
I
the
couldn't
movie.
help it, because it's not.
Wow,
James
this looks
Mangold-
good, but Spielberg would have done this better.
James Mangold's
Wow.
direction is not as interesting as Spielberg's. It's not. I'm
I-
sorry. I am so sorry.
You are in, as my favorite Canadian says, you are entitled to your wrong opinion.
Fine. I'm entitled to my opinion. I don't give a
Where's
shit
the hot
if you
take?
agree. Where's the hot take? Where is it?
You dropped it? Well, now it's not hot anymore.
Like,
It's
seriously,
lukewarm now.
It's
Like-
lukewarm.
like once again, it's just like, if even if it were me, I would once again, I would have Phoebe, the kids, and Sala walking away, and then you see this credits start rolling, and then you start to hear the Indiana Jones theme, and then you pan up, and you just leave the hat there on the balcony, just have the credits rolling while you watching the hat just hanging there. That is a much more beautiful way to get us into the credit scenes, instead of them just abruptly doing the like, that's all I'm gonna call it. It's the Looney Tunes thing. That's all, folks. That's literally what that was. That's literally what
The
that was.
hat stays on.
I don't know.
We can
But-
easily fix this problem of Mutt being gone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, all right. Stop.
Just like
stop right there. We're gonna stop right there. We're gonna
Okay,
stop.
I'm just saying I did
right-
not go there.
Yeah, we're gonna stop that right there before he escalates. But
like I said, crack that whip.
okay, all right.
Watch him whip. Then